It's the final countdown.
That could have gone better. But yeah,
Oh my
finally
gosh.
we're here with
The Finals, brought to you by Embark Studios, the former devs that came from the Battlefield franchise. And now they are here with this game. We've talked about this game before. I played an open or a closed beta of the game, but they just had a open beta, in which case I was able to get my buddy over here, Austin, to join in for a couple matches.
Finally.
To
Not
play
me, though.
the finals.
Nope.
That's
And Jason
not you.
decided to work like a little pleb, so therefore it was just the two of us.
risking my life for your freedom to play this game. That's cool.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. You know, thank
right.
you, thank you for all you do. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you
Yeah.
for your service.
Thank you for your service. Yes. So the finals is a game. If you guys are not aware of this and you've been living on a rock, because they've been talking a lot about this on YouTube, it is a 3v3v3
In
arena-based
some cases,
shooter.
V3, an extra V3.
That's what I said.
said
Oh yeah,
3v3,
sorry,
V3.
sorry, yeah, 3v3v3. Yes,
In some cases, an extra V3.
It's 4D.
yes. So 3 teams of 3 will duke it out, and then if you're playing the main game tournament, it's like tournament style where you have 2 like teams that go against each other, and then it trickles down until you have 2 teams facing off, and then they fight it out. But we were just playing the casual modes, and there's a series of game modes available here. One is the cash out game modes. I think it's called like cash grab or something of that nature. But it's essentially a game where you go find a cash box, which is a little box, and you ultimately have to run it to one of 3 cash out stations, which is basically like an ATM. And you drop it in there, and once you put it into the box, you have to wait for it to deposit. And during that time, other players know that you're depositing it, and they can come over there and try and take it over and steal it
They see
by
you
any
get the
means
vault,
necessary.
and they see you taking the vault, and they see you activate the vault. It's not good for you.
No,
When you're
definitely
playing
not
the
good
game.
for you.
What's in the box?
Yeah. So there's a lot of
Great.
money in that box. Yeah, it's $10,000 per box, and you basically just need 2 for your team to win that game. And it's wild and zany. The game is much better in performance than it was in the closed beta, which I was very excited about. It's running very good, and the fact that the amount of stuff you can do in this game is running so well kind of amazes me a little bit.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of shit happening in this game. Because like when you have this cash box that you're like trying to take over or whatever, there's people that if you're playing like a heavy or whatever, you can like blow out the floor and have the cash box drop to a lower floor if you want to. Or there's things that I've seen where they've done things to like launch the cash box out the side of a building and like blow through like the side of it and like do all this crazy stuff. You can catch things on fire. You can do all this like this goo stuff that you can throw goo grenades down that basically like create like temporary walls that you can get through. There's a lot of explosions, a lot of destruction. Everything in this world is destructible. You can tear it all apart, and it's kind of crazy.
Well, that's the best part about it, because this is by the people who created Battlefield, and it plays just like Battlefield.
Yeah.
And with all the destruction, it's just like, and watch like going through the buildings and these tight quarters, like it feels so refreshing to be back here doing this, even though it's a different game.
If you can pick a game between Battlefield and this one, which one would you play?
Like to play?
Yeah, like to play like if I ask you, hey, let's play either this game or Battlefield.
I haven't played this enough. And the sucky part about it, like most multiplayer games these days, is you're capped at a certain amount of people. So
Yeah.
you can only have 3.
Well, I'm just saying,
For
you
this.
and I,
Okay,
maybe
yeah,
Brett,
yeah.
like, let's say we want to jump in a game right now. Would you want to play Battlefield or Finals?
I think it depends how much time we have.
Yeah,
So we have like about an hour.
because these are quick. These are quick
Yeah,
games.
Quick
these
games.
are quick
Oh,
matches.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, like they're done in like 10 minutes, 12 minutes.
probably.
Oh.
Yeah,
Super quick.
okay.
Yeah, and then Battlefield, it's going to at least be 30 minutes.
and it is hard to compare the two in a way because they're different. Like they're kind of catering to even though they do have a lot of like they have the destruction, they have like the shooting mechanics and all that stuff. It's like kind of the difference between going from like, I mean, I don't know, Counter-Strike 2 and League of Legends. Like they're just very different styles of games, even though they're both shooters. That's probably a bad example, but I would say like a Counter-Strike 2 to like a Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Like they're or even a Counter-Strike 2 to Battlefield. They're very different games. It's like if I'm deciding between the two, it's like I don't know if Like, do you want to do more tactical? This isn't really tactical. But this is
I think it is more tactical.
well. So
Because
it's
you have 3 players that you have to work together with, and you could have randos, but like you have to pair up the right classes, or there's only 3 different classes, and
Yeah.
then you have to use that to your advantage. Like, how are you going to attack the situation?
I guess I meant like I was thinking like in my head like slower, kind of like sneaky kind of stuff. So that's not really tactical. You're right. Like it is tactical, but I was thinking more like Counter-Strike. It's very slow, and you have to like really plan your shots and move carefully through the map. Like
I got you.
It's like I guess more stealthy in a way. I don't know
Yeah,
how
yeah.
to.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah,
That
it's,
makes
it's more precise movements and stuff. Whereas this one, it's like it's crazy, it's zany, but yes, you have to communicate a lot. Like if you're not communicating this game, I mean, it's hard to play public games in here because you don't know what kind of players you're going to be up against.
Yeah.
And if they're like running off just doing nothing and not really like playing the objective, like you're going to be kind of screwed. You really need to be able to talk to each other.
Yeah.
To really plan your assault in this base. Because like what's really cool is like there's a moment where like, you know, as that timer is running down on the cash box, if somebody comes up and steals it, like the timer doesn't reset. It just keeps going where it was. So you could come in, you could wait till that timer is like almost gone and then know where the enemies is and just have a coordinated attack and be like, bam, 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 kill all 3 of them and steal the cash box.
Yeah, so
in
do
the final
nothing
minute.
for like the most of the game. Wait till for the cash box being initiated to transfer, and then you just swoop in, and you're like, oh, it's mine now. You don't have to do anything. Like you don't have to go find the cash box. You don't have to take
You
it
can just
to the
like
actual vault.
Yeah. Which I think is really interesting. I mean, it definitely creates for there's a lot of varied moments here, which I appreciate a lot. You know, it's, you can think about Counter-Strike too. It's like,
yeah.
you have 3 different lanes, and each of those lanes is going to have, there's a predictability to it. And the only thing that's not predictable is what the player is going to do. Like which bomb site are they going to go to?
Yeah.
And in this game, there's variation in the weather. There's variation in the time of day. There's even like Austin, you didn't get to experience any of the
Nighttime.
world events
Oh.
that happen, but there's like certain game modes that have world events that'll like bring like meteor strikes down that can totally change the course of the
Okay.
battle.
Fuck.
I had no idea.
Yeah, and then there's also certain game modes. We were playing ranked, because we were playing where you had infinite respawns. So like when you die, like obviously if you have a team wipe, well actually not obviously, but if you get team wipe in this game, you have to wait like 15 seconds to like respawn, which is a very significant amount of time in this game for another team to go in there and like take control of the game. But as long as you have one person alive, like you can go and find your little player figurine, and you can like that's what's kind of cool too, is like when you die, you die as like you have a little player figurine in the world.
Yep.
So your friend can go up and grab your player figurine and just take him wherever you are to like safely heal you and bring you back to life. But once the whole team's down, the whole team's dead, and you have to wait 15 seconds. But in this one, in this casual mode, there's unlimited respawn. So if you die and your timer goes down, you can just respawn and it's fine. But when you're playing the competitive one, the ranked versions, there's limited. You have tokens, you have coins that you have to insert in order to respawn. So you have like, let's say 3 coins. So after the 3rd respawn, your team can't respawn anymore. So you could just be like out at a certain point, because you just have to be very careful about those respawns, or rely more on your team to come and revive you,
Yeah.
assuming they don't team wipe.
Playing randos. Well, even playing with Brett, he just didn't revive me. He was like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you were there. I'm like, dang it, Brett, you could have got me back an hour ago.
I know, I fucked up.
But I like the quick matches. I enjoy the close quarters. Like that's where I really like before, or intermittent from like Battlefield. I really enjoyed Call of Duty's like tight, quick, jump in, jump out, get a bunch of kills, wreck shop, lone wolf. This is almost like that, except it feels like Battlefield, but it is quick, small maps, there's tight quarters, and you can't necessarily be lone wolf. You have to be a little more tactical, which is fine, and I think this just adds to everything about this game. So I'm excited to play with y'all if you get it, and just kind of test it out, see what's up. And it's free to play, so
Oh yeah, I'm down to play.
Yeah, at launch it'll be free to play, and we don't know when this is coming out yet, but I heard somebody on a podcast the other day mention something that I thought was very plausible, because they just ended the open beta as we're recording this. It's November 5th, Sunday. It ended today, and then we don't know when the game's coming out, but the Game Awards happen December 8th, which is like a month away from now, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're not like, hey, because this game's pretty damn finished. Like it's ready to go,
Yeah,
which is
feels
very
great.
surprising to say
Yeah.
about a beta. But like this game's ready. This game I think is ready for prime time, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're like,
Let's
surprise
launch it. Yeah.
out tonight. Like
Right.
that'd be a huge get for Game Awards.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, blow up December, which is gonna be very slow because all you got is Avatar, which people are saying it's basically like your grandpa's Far Cry.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it's like so sad about that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but this game, it's fun. And I will say, you were saying like Battlefield or this. If you asked me to play, if you gave me like Fortnite, Dark Tide, Evil Dead, or Finals, this would be my
Why
pick.
Evil Dead? Why you throw Evil Dead?
I'm just throwing a bunch
I
of
don't know.
random games in
Like,
there.
maybe I want to play.
I'm just saying a bunch of random games. I'm just saying like games that we might want to
You
play.
said that,
you know?
I was like, oh yeah, maybe.
I'm just trying to think of another
I don't remember
game.
the last
you know
time
what
I
I
played
mean?
Evil
Like,
Dead. You could have said Call of Duty Warzone.
oh,
You know,
Warzone.
something similar
yeah.
to
Okay,
it.
Warzone. Sure.
Okay. Evil Dead.
I'm just giving you
What's
a
the other one?
broad
What's the Ghost Hunter
example.
game?
Oh, we could play Red Dead Redemption 2.
Ghostbusters. Yeah.
Not Ghost
Grand
Hunt,
Theft
the other one.
Auto. Oh yeah, shit. Midnight Ghost Hunt.
Midnight Ghost Hunt.
I forgot about that game. I installed that a long time ago.
Yeah, me too.
Lord.
No, I was just giving you an example of a variety of games with different types because you have a battle royale, you got a 4-player co-op, and then you got Evil Dead that's like also 4-player, but it's like 4v1.
It also
you
has
know?
a battle
So they're
royale.
different styles. You know what I'm saying?
Right, okay.
Different genres. Okay,
But yeah, no,
genres.
What about Rocket League?
Oh no, I'll play Rocket League.
maybe. Hey man,
I mean, I would.
screw
Okay,
you.
actually, what I would say is let's play a couple rounds of finals and then let's play some Rocket League. Yeah.
We always
But
end
Rocket
on
League always wins out over anything. Okay, Rocket League's great. But yeah, I'm excited. The other thing that's really cool about that, I was telling Austin this when we were playing the other day. It's like this game has a zany enough style to it. Like it's not hyper realistic. Like I mean, the graphics are hyper realistic for sure, which is awesome.
but it's still kind of zany.
But it's a zany idea, you know. It's like it's a game show. It's like you're fighting against people in an arena, and there's like announcers and all that stuff. So like the opportunity for like a battle pass, like they can actually do some weird shit.
yeah.
And it actually looks like
Play
there's
as
some
Nicki
cool
Minaj.
shit in here.
Yeah.
You can play as Nicki Minaj. You know, like there's a
Can?
panda bear. I don't know.
I was like, I don't think
Probably
so.
eventually, you know. There's like a panda bear in
This isn't
here.
Fortnite,
You got
dang
like
it.
they had some really cool like Halloween
Call of
like
Duty.
designs and stuff like that. So there's
Yeah,
like a
there's some
lot of
cool stuff in
opportunity to give you some cool, unique styles and skins. And I mean, I know it's a first-person game. You can't see your skin, blah 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 blah. But at the beginning,
I wasn't even gonna say.
I know you were thinking it though.
I wasn't thinking it. I'm good.
But you
No
can
thought
see
about
your
it,
character
brother.
enough before and after that it's like, hey, I can show off my badass skin that I
the
got.
skin I paid $20 for. Yeah.
Well,
That's right.
So far, you have to pay for anything. Hopefully, I mean, I'm sure
Oh,
that's
yeah,
not-
they're
it's
gonna-
free to
gonna
play.
change. Yeah, the
It's
battle
free to
pass is
play.
gonna be
yeah.
a pay, all that shit. But I mean, it's cool. You know, it's exciting.
Yeah.
So finals, look forward to it.
I'm actually looking forward to it. I think it'd be fun to play. Like, yeah, just jump in for like
I'm
an
excited to
hour.
play it.
I mean, you do the tournament mode. It probably lasts for like 30 minutes. to
Those
an
ones
hour.
are long, unless you just like die out early, which will
Yeah,
happen.
That's true. Well, I like that. Like, you get there's a ladder. There's a goal. Like, you want to get up there.
Yeah.
Like jumping into a game is fun, but it's not meaningful.
Yeah,
So
exactly. There's another game mode too that I played for like I think 1 or 2 matches where it was basically it's like this, but instead of having it more like this is more kind of a search and destroy ish, and that if your whole team's out, it's like a wipe.
Yeah.
You just keep respawning, and it's the first team to get $50,000 wins. So you're just running around, but you can kill other players and collect. And instead of collecting a cash box and guarding a cash box, you kill players and or find like cash boxes around the map, and you pick them up, and you're holding that money on your body. And then there's multiple points in the map that'll show up where you deposit that money. So until you deposit that money, you're at risk of getting killed and having somebody else take your money. So you it's a risk and reward of like, okay, how much money do I want to hold on my person as I'm going around killing people before I go and deposit this money? But you can just keep respawning. But if you die, you lose whatever you have on your person. So it's a different kind of twist on the cash idea, but it's also super fast paced, but it's not focused on like one area. You just run around all over the place, which is kind of fun TDM kind of style.
it'd be hilarious if they opened this up to be like, oh, let's do a big team battle. Oh
my
like
God.
30 on 30.
Jesus
That'd be
Christ.
amazing.
The whole game would just shut down, would just explode.
No, like to bring it back to like Battlefield.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
No, I just mean like the destruction. It would be there would be so much.
Yeah. You would
so
need a
many
bigger
explosions
map.
everywhere. You know,
Wasted.
Big
like,
map battle,
yeah.
or like having I don't know. It'd be fun to see
Yeah.
some crazy stuff like that.
It's wild, but
Yep.
the finals. It's a super unique twist on a arena shooter, and I'm
Originally seeing
excited.
it, I wasn't like. I was like, oh, kind of
remember you
worried.
weren't that
I don't
into
know.
it.
Yeah, it just didn't seem like my thing.
I was
But
pretty
after-
into it. I was like,
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him.
Well, no, I was just saying. Fuck you.
after like playing and getting my hands on it, and it actually feels like classic Battlefield. Like,
No.
yes,
You know what somebody said the other day that I thought was really interesting? It's like there was something good with Hyperscape when Ubisoft brought that out, but they didn't hit the mark. And this is interesting in that it's like kind of has a Hyperscape vibe in that you spend a lot of time on buildings running through, like there's a lot of verticality to it.
Yeah.
But they like didn't just like let's just take a battle royale and stick it in here. Like it's a very unique twist on.
yeah. Well, it's not a battle royale.
It's not bad.
probably-
Yeah,
that's probably
it's an
helps a
arena
lot.
shooter
Yeah.
thing, but it's like it has that same idea of the gameplay. Like a lot of the gameplay in here is very similar to Hyperscape, but it's not a battle royale, which was I think a great choice. They just need to put a freaking slide in this game. I don't know why you can't slide. Oh, that guy
That
just
dude
slid.
just slid?
How
What
the
are you
hell does he
talking
do
about,
that? I
man?
can't slide.
Yeah, I didn't
You ain't
play-
playing
Maybe
the
it's
game right.
maybe it's build specific because you have
maybe it's
light,
a smaller
medium, and
guy.
heavy
Yeah, maybe it's the-
builds.
yeah, maybe it's a smaller
Oh,
guy.
I didn't think about that.
Well, I can see the heavy guy not sliding,
No.
but that would help a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, I'll have to try the light guy and see if maybe he can slide. That's possible.
That dude's going to go down.
Oh yeah,
Did.
His health bar was like, gone. I don't even know why he tried.
Oh man. So the finals.
beans.
Check it out. It's really fun.
it out.
Coming out. Who knows? But maybe December. We'll see.
that would be great. That would be surprise launch. Like,
Probably January.
okay,
I hope not.
I'm sad.
I know. Well, we'll see.
Start with the new year, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Why not? Why not?
The final countdown.